If you are a gamer like me, you can relate to the fact that E3 feels like Christmas. And Christmas, in this case, is coming on the 8th of June. My name is Tarwin from KLGadgetTV, and this is what you can expect from E3 2017. Now, the first game we're going to talk about is ARMS. ARMS is a multiplayer, brawling, boxing kind of game where the characters have spring-like arms, and the objective of the game is to actually knock out your opponent. The game is controlled using the Joy-Con controllers, where movements and blocking and punching is all done by throwing the controllers forward. The game ran a closed beta on the past 2 weekends, and it is set to release on the 16th of June exclusively on the Switch. The next game we're going to talk about is Call of Duty World War II. Now, I know some of you might have given up on the Call of Duty franchise, but after watching the trailer, I was really impressed with the graphics. And it is not made by Treyarch or Infinity Ward. In fact, it is made by another studio called Sledgehammer Games. So this might be a chance to give it a try. What is interesting about this new addition to the Call of Duty franchise is that it is going back to its roots, because it's going to be set in a World War II era. This might be Call of Duty's attempt to fight back against Battlefield 1, which was set in World War I. But it makes more sense why they choose to set it in World War II's era, because the US had a much bigger influence in World War II. And we all know that COD is pretty patriotic towards the US. Call of Duty World War II will release on the 3rd of November 2017 on the PC, PS4 and Xbox One. The next game is something that I took a very big interest into, and it is called Vampire. What is interesting about this game is that it's being developed by the same studio that developed Life is Strange. What is interesting here is Life is Strange is actually an interactive story game, whereas Vampire is actually a horror-ish RPG game. Kind of a big turn the studio took to develop a very different game from what they previously did. The reason why this is on the list is because I played Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which was the last vampire RPG game that I have played, and it had a very big following back in its day. So that's why I'm really looking forward to trying out this game. Vampire is set to release in the 4th quarter of 2017 and will be available on the PC, PS4 and Xbox One. There are some games that are rumored to appear during E3, and these are some of the games that we are looking forward to. The first game we're going to talk about is Destiny 2. After the major flop of the first game, it did not really pick up much traction until they released the Year 1 and Year 2 DLCs. Now, Bungie has said that they have made major improvements to the game based on feedback from the users. And after watching the live stream that recently just happened, I'd say they're on a pretty good path. If you like Borderlands and running around with your friends doing raids and collecting epic loots, then this could be the game for you. Destiny 2 is really a major update to Destiny 1, and for people like me who really like Destiny 1, this is considered a win for me. Destiny 2 will release on September 8th on the Xbox, PS4 and for the first time ever on the PC. Next is the new God of War game. Now, when I first saw this God of War in 2016's E3, I was really blown away. It is the first time a God of War game is not a platformer game but a full-out RPG game. Now, you might be wondering, you killed all the gods in God of War 3, so what other gods are there? Well, this is where it gets interesting, because it is not actually set in the Greek mythology, it is actually gonna be the Norse mythology this time. In this game, Kratos will be accompanied by his son, who we do not know much information about or who his mother is. This game will also be an open world game, which is the first time a God of War game will be open world. And with that, I am definitely going to be putting in a pre-order. The game will be released on the PS4 somewhere around next year. Last but not least is a game that we've all been waiting for, Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I remember when they announced it during E3 2015, my gaming group chat went nuts because we were all looking forward to this game. Sadly, since then, we have not really heard much about the game. Although the game's storyline is kind of all over the place, I would recommend anyone that wants to get into the Kingdom Hearts series to start with Chain of Memories, which is on the PSP, Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, which is on the PS2. Now, if you do not have these consoles, then you can use an emulator to play this game, but please try to get the game from a legit site. You know, support the game. The game will release on the PS4 and Xbox One. However, there is still no solid release date. But the CEO of Square Enix, Yosuke Matsuda, did mention that it will release within 3 years from now. So what do you guys think about our list of games that we are looking forward to during E3? Let me know yours in the comment section below. Subscribe to KLGadgetTV for more content like this and follow us on our usual social media platforms. My name is Tarvin and I will see you soon.